Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the mighty YAHAWAH who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this foul captivity. Spell coming at you with another lesson. Today's lesson is going to be on that whole rapture doctrine. Apparently, now they're saying that the dude was still right, or he's still right, and it's not that it's supposed to come on December 25th or 23rd to 25th. They're saying that because this is the Gregorian calendar, it's supposed to be on the Julian calendar, whatever. I'm gonna put the video at the beginning of this thing so you can see it. But the main thing that I want to get into is how, people. Let me get that in Psalms. Bear with me. Psalms chapter 's lucky I'm taking so long. Psalms 118 verse 8. It's better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. And, this is basically what we're seeing, because there were so many people that were saying, I'm putting my credibility on the line with this dude. Like, I absolutely believe he is he's a prophet. I absolutely believe he's telling the truth. I absolutely believe that he would never be deceived. Like, he's such a great preacher, teacher, whatever. And, that's basically going off. You're putting your trust in a man rather than the Lord. The Lord didn't, and on top of that, which I went into this before. It's in Matthew 24. Basically, this is what Yahawadah said. Matthew 24:36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. Alright, so that was basically the thing where, how is this guy saying that he knows when Yahawadah is going to come, when even Yahawadah didn't even know when he was going to return? Alright, so then you have this major issue of people just not wanting to just accept the reality that he's a false prophet, he's a false teacher. Alright, let me also get this in the same chapter. Matthew 24 verse 24. For there shall arise false Manashahs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. So there are people that are coming out of the woodworks, telling people, hey, the Savior is coming. Alright, and you had so many people selling their cars, selling their houses, selling other stuff, giving away their savings and stuff like that. Alright, just to try to get some good karma. And I intentionally use the word karma because it's not, there's really no, I guess, good that comes out of that. You're not supposed to just give your slack. You're not just supposed to give your money to just anyone. Alright, let me get that to prove that. Sirach 12, verse 5. Do well unto him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly. Hold back thy bread, and give it not unto him, lest he overmaster thee thereby, for else thou shalt receive twice as much evil for all the good thou shalt have done unto him. So basically, if you, there's just so much wrong with this whole rapture thing, but if you believe that the Savior was actually coming, you know, it is not a smart thing for you to sell all your stuff and then give to someone that's not good. You're giving money to someone you're giving free money to someone that doesn't believe in YAHAWASHI, so then they can go and do a whole bunch of wickedness and evil. Then, like, okay, well, like, now you're just fueling wickedness. All right, so how are you going to expect mercy, blessings, and whatever when you're not paying attention to the words of Yahweh and Yahawashi? All right, so then that's another issue with it. So we had gone over first that even Yahawashi didn't even know the time and date or the hour that he was going to return. So how does a man say that he claimed to know? And then you have people saying that, oh well, it's the Julian. I think it's a Julian calendar. I forgot what it's called, Julian or Gregorian calendar instead. So it's actually going to be on October 6th and 7th, which again, like they're just going to be disappointed to find out that no, that's not the case either. Let me also get this. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Alright, so the way that we know that Yahawashi is coming is not by some star date or whatever. We know through the signs, the prophecies. Different prophecies supposed to signify, hey, it's time, like this is gonna happen. And the thing is, for people to believe, if you are a Christian and you believe that whole rapture doctrine, then that just goes to show that you either don't know, let me get that. It's John 4:22. Or just reading that from another brother. Yes, it is. John 4:22. Ye worship ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. So, yeah, you don't know what you're worshiping because you're not actually familiarizing yourself with the truth. You're not familiarizing yourself with what is the word of Yahawadah and Yahawashi. So, as a result of that, people are getting deceived and led astray, and ultimately that's going to lead to their destruction. So the Lord told us, the Lord sent out his actual prophets, all right, that are going around and teaching. Okay, I'm over here trying my best to do that, to be a part of those true prophets. All right, trying to be consistent and whatnot, but sometimes maybe sloppy, but just I'm not trying to sound arrogant, but we need to just study at the bare minimum, all right, so that we can be counted for prophets, we can be counted for and stuff like that, or at the bare minimum teachers and whatnot. I mean, not necessarily prophets, because I don't say. Well, I mean, technically I do, but the main thing is at least teachers teaching our people, like, how to stay aware of, like, what is deceitful, who's leading the people astray, who's trying to deceive and destroy the people and whatnot. Like, that's what we're looking for, okay? And we'll also get this. 2 Timothy, I believe. 1 Timothy or 2 Timothy. Second Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahawah, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Basically, you have to be able to study and understand what these precepts and scriptures mean and all the importance of them and how they, go into, the scriptures and whatnot, and how important it is for us to be aware, because there's going to be people. Let me actually go back to Matthew chapter 24. Matthew 24 is actually a lot. It's a lot in it. There's going to be someone that says, Matthew 24:23, then if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is MANASHAH, or there, believe it not. But there was people that heard, oh, YAHAWASHI is over here. And then they believed it. There was people going to a mountaintop to be raptured and stuff like that, and then nothing happened. Like, they just sold all their money, sold all their food, sold all their houses, cars, all their possessions, and then now they're just what? Like, I genuinely would like to know what happened to these people. Like, I want to know the follow-up and stuff like that. Like, the dude, I don't know. It's just, it's crazy to be deceived like that. But yeah, the next thing is, just how people, they want to believe in something. They genuinely want to believe in all this stuff, but they don't actually put in the work to actually study. And that's the thing about this society in this time is nobody does any research. Like, they just think that someone is going to do all the research for them. But like if I say candy or cookies build you muscle mass and whatnot, all right. If I say, oh, actually cookies build you muscle mass, and then people are just gonna believe it. They'll just take anything on the internet rather than just actually going in and looking up stuff themselves. Like, they just think that no one's gonna deceive them, and they just take this whole clout stuff too literally. All right, it's like a celebrity endorsing a product, and they just think, oh well, this celebrity is smart. I'll just believe him. All right, and then as a result of that, they just get fucked over using something that is actually just poison to them, and then now they just lost money, and they're worse off for having used the said product. And that's the exact same thing that's going on with this, where people are putting too much trust and faith in men. All right, they're not even. Let's get that, and then I'll end off there. Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Basically, salvation is not something that we can do by just riding someone's coattails and stuff like that, or just following someone blindly. You have to actually take the time to do it yourself. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. We give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Hashem, Rakwakadash, to honest elders and apostles, great millstone, botball, and Shalom.